Okay, this might be a bit of a cynical video, but I just got Tartarian Truth magazine in the mail. It's a good magazine. I'm not going to knock the magazine. It's really good. Like, it's a good idea. I think to have a magazine that's like 3D, like, like the old time magazines that you got. I mean, you have to go by subscription for this magazine. It's $20 a month and you get a magazine once a fortnight. So you are paying $40 a magazine. So you're paying $40 and you're getting a magazine. It's a magazine. It's got maybe, I don't know, 70 pages, 70 odd pages. It's colour. The contents is given to Tartaria Australia from people around. So the contents is not from, some of it's from Tartaria Australia, some of it's from the founders of Tartaria Australia, but most of it is just put in by other people sending in stuff, and it's not edited or corrected or anything like that. So, it's $40 a magazine. I'm going to say that. Like, I'm a Capricorn. Okay, the printing, you'd have to investigate. So this magazine, like I subscribed, but I'm probably not gonna. I'm probably pulling out of everything now. But I'm happy to have this one. I'll give it a read, but I'm probably not going to continue. This one came with this golden ticket, and it's about this thing that they're starting, which is called the Fellowship of Friends. I'm just going to read it. I could be a cynical bitch, but my family has come from a cult background, so I'm reading it with that perspective. Okay, so here we go. The Fellowship of Friends Trust began not as a formal plan, but as a living idea that gently took shape during the volunteer weeks of the Jolly Swag Tour. Oh yeah, so they had this Jolly Swag Tour, which is a camp. I went to the camp, but they had volunteers to come and build a stage, and I mean, it's smart. Like, it's smart. I mean, if you've got influence, right, and people want to kind of put you up on the pedestal, like, it's free labour. Just saying. Free labour. Not to say that free labour is not bad, and not to say that volunteering is bad, but just saying free labour. So, it's volunteering week of Jolly Swag Tour. Over the past 6 years of travelling across the country, Tartaria Australia found itself in a rare and privileged position, listening deeply to the dreams, frustrations, longings and untold stories of the community. We did not come together only for the live shows. Cam and I made space beyond the stage with shared meals, social nights, and the slow, unstructured hangout day that followed. To us, these were the moments that mattered the most. They took all of us off screens and out of the lounge rooms and returned us to each other face to face in real time, in real life. It was there that genuine connections were formed. As a community, we can be proud of what emerged. Together we forged a path that many other YouTube channels... Okay. Yep. I mean, it's the YouTube movement. It's not the freedom movement, it's the YouTube movement. This is my new theory. Have since followed, one that values embodiment, presence and relationship over a live performance, over just a live, and relationship over just a live performance. As your dreams became clearer, more consistent and more detailed, we listened, new ideas arose, new gatherings, groups and containers formed, each one an answer to what was being asked for rather than something planned in advance. Okay, so you're in the flow. The listening, responding, and co-creating culminated last year in the launch of TA newspaper and the crystallization of the deeper vision, that which has now become the Fellowship of Friends Trust. Okay, so we're starting a fellowship of friends. Okay. Cultish vibes? I don't know. The name is it's just like, the name is just like, okay, let's start a fellowship of friends, man. I mean, I don't want to poo-poo it, but I just want people to be aware, fellowship of friends, it's not great. Not a project, but a continuation of our relationship. We began asking simple but revealing questions. If you had the money, what would you do? The most consistent answer was not luxury or escape, it was community, buy land, build a new version of life on Earth. We asked another question. How do you want to spend the next 50 years? What we heard was remarkably aligned. It mattered to our community to leave a legacy. Okay. To participate in something bigger than themselves. Nice. To respond positively and in service to the current state of the world. And just as importantly, to remember how to have fun again. I mean, yeah, fun's gone out the window. I don't know how to have fun anymore. Legacy. Yep. Yep. Okay, adventure, creativity, shared purpose, and real connection. And we are then asked, what would you be willing to commit to such an unfolding? The answers were generous and grounded: time, service, creativity, skills, and whatever financial resources were available to you. Okay, here we go. From there, we made a deliberate choice. We designed everything around the lowest possible financial barrier. We designed everything around the lowest possible financial barrier so that everyone in our community could participate. Our reference point was not abundance at the top, but resilience at the margins. Single mothers doing their best to stay afloat, to raise their children with dignity, meaning a noble future in mind. Okay. From these conversations, a shared thread began to emerge: an interest in sovereignty, forgotten law, and the many possible pathways out of financial enslavement and generational debt. Yes, okay. To ground the idea, we engaged an Australian expert in... Okay, hang on. To ground the idea, we engaged an Australian expert in private membership association and private trusts. Oh no! Oh my god, here we go. Oh no. This is okay. This is, yep. Together, we moved carefully through the learning, testing the structures, understanding the responsibilities, and expanding the parameters beyond a small group into something that could genuinely serve the wider community. From this process, a clear container began to take shape, one designed to include up to 2,000 community members. Each member would contribute, though not be limited to $1,000 per year. Okay. Be limited to each member would contribute, though not be limited to... Oh, right, so it has to be at least $1,000 a year, but it can be more. God damn. This is not a good idea. Anyway, in my opinion, committed across the course of this lifetime. Ha! Fuck! At scales, this created an ongoing community-held resource of approximately $2 million per year. Oh my god, okay, here we go. You can't do this shit. Like, you're going to be committed to $1,000 a year for the rest of your life. It's given me the heebie-jeebies. People change. People grow. People evolve. It's never going to work. It never has worked, this shit. You will find out what the fuck happens with this kind of shit. Because human beings are self-interested. Self-interested. Or they're, and it's going to cause hierarchies and, yep, alright, yep, I'm cynical. Okay, so you got $2 million a year. You got people slotted into a lifetime commitment. I don't know how you're going to actually do that. Like, you're going to make it so that they have to pay $1,000 a year for the rest of their life. That's fucked up. Stop. This figure did not arise from random financial modelling. It resembled something tangible, the capacity to acquire land as the fellowship's first foundational asset, held in the service to the community rather than extracted from it. Is it though? Is it? The Jolly Swag tour became a pivotal confirmation of this direction. Over 6 months we witnessed firsthand the deep emotional fulfillment experienced by those who participated, the simple joy of contributing to a physical project, whether through labour, creativity, logistics or presence, revealed something essential we had all been missing. Yeah, so we're talking to the vulnerable people. Okay. The vulnerable. The emotionally vulnerable people, the outcasts, okay? Just keep that in mind. But what moved us most was the power of the gathering itself, sitting around a campfire under the stars in nature, the shared focus, the synergy of collective effort, the quiet anticipation as afternoon fires were lit, and then the moment everybody collapsed into the evening, exhausted, happy, content, and completely at ease too. It all starts off happy, happy, clappy. Watch a few documentaries on cults. It all starts off happy, clappy, clappy, and then people get poisoned in the well. Come on. The structure is simple. Each year the members collectively decide how to use the fellowship's resources are able to be used on land, infrastructure and assets. Listen, some people are going to have more of a voice than other people depending on their charisma levels. Depending on their suck-up of ability, Some people are not going to have a voice. Some people will have a voice. This is human. This is the human problem. Unless you can do that fucking Gemini thing where you use your zha to be listened to, it's not going to be everybody deciding. Think about Lord of the Flies. Who's the one who got listened to? And who's the one that got chucked off the fucking cliff? Just saying. We're not mature enough for this shit. The memberships collectively decide how the fellowship resources are going to be used. Each adult holds one membership, and that membership represents both responsibility and custodianship. They're nice words, right? Not just ownership in the commercial sense. That's nice words. But human nature, just saying. Memberships are lineage-based. They may be passed down through one's family line, allowing custodianship, knowledge, and legacy to move generationally. This is fucked up. If a member passes and the membership is not transferred within their family, it concludes with them and returns to the child. Oh, this is making me a little bit sick. It is not sold, traded, or reassigned. Ugh. This is some fucking bullshit right here. I'm sorry, I cannot get on board with this. This is some fucking bullshit. This is some fucking royalty fucking shit. Ugh! Makes me feel sick. The structure was chosen to ensure the fellowship cannot be diluted, commercialized, or captured by outside interests. Okay. We're like an exclusive club. Okay, we're an exclusive club. We're a royalty-based, continuing long-term, short-term stewardship rather than short-term gain. Over the next 50 years, this model allows the assets and outcomes of our shared work to be protected and carried forward. Yeah, I'm sure it does. By those who are directly connected to it. I mean, I don't mean to poo-poo on it, but a little bit. You gotta think this shit through. You gotta think this shit through. The royal family is a cult. They're little hairy little passing down their lineage. The fellowship is permanently capped at 2,000 members. Oh, this is bullshit. This is never going to stay like this. The fellowship is permanently capped at 2,000 members. This number will never expand or change. I think that it will. You cannot say that it's ever going to change. Sorry. It's not the way the world works. This number will never expand or change. It is a conscious boundary designed to preserve coherence. This is never going to work. This is... Oh, God. You don't even know these people. Okay, right. Designed to... This is from... This is YouTube. Okay, I don't even know. To preserve coherence, rationality, integrity, and genuine community decision making. Oh, I can't even read anymore. Anyway, so the idea came from this Edith Singh, and I looked up Edith Singh, and she was part of a group called something Society, and they made money. What they made money for? What they raised money for? Was for graveyards. So people could die with dignity. Yep. Alright. I mean, I'm not saying don't go for it, but like, I'm saying if you're thinking about joining this stuff, I'm pretty sure it's going to turn into shit. Or it'll just phase out. I mean, it might just phase out. But this is some dodge. I don't know. Fellowship of Friends. I don't think it's good. I think you're not allowing. Oh, it's very exclusive and. It's not allowing for spirit, like the natural of spirit. I mean, I'm all for making these communities, right? But it's not, it doesn't have the energy of, I mean, even the colours, man. It doesn't have the energy of, as it, like, it's got to be able to flow and change. You got to have people who aren't into all the hierarchy shit, you know? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's good. It's not looking great. Like, it's not looking... I wouldn't commit to 50 years of $1,000 a year for the rest of your life. Okay? No. I just see it going bad. I mean, I guess that's... Okay, what is that? 50,000. Is that $50,000? I'm not very good at maths, am I? $1,000 for 50 years. Yeah, 50,000. It's not that much in the grand scheme of things, I guess. Like, in terms of, like, you have a house. I mean, yeah, you have, like, a mortgage, which is way more than that. I don't know. I just don't see it. Approximately $2 million a year. Why is it 2 million a year? Oh yeah, for 2,000 people. Okay. 2,000 people. I don't know. I've got very bad feeling about this. Very bad. But prove me wrong. Could be awesome. Don't think so though. Do not think so. Some people are going to get listened to and some people are not going to get listened to. And the piggies of this world do not get listened to. So I think we've got to work out what's broken within the human spirit, because you're going to take really broken people and do this with really broken people. That's just the truth. I'm part of that really broken people, you know. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. I don't know if it'll even get off the ground, to be honest. 2,000 people giving $1,000 a year. I don't know. Are people... Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to build a lot of trust to make that kind of commitment. Don't know. Anyway, it's interesting. Truth movement's becoming a cult, maybe.